Hello, hello. Today we're going to be diving into blockchain interoperability with a special focus on Axelar network and then some of the details with Ripple and XRP and where we are going in the future. If you're curious about seamless integration of blockchain ecosystems and what they're going to mean for us in the future, then please stick around. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zip. I hope everyone is doing fantastic. And before we jump in, do me just a favor, please like, subscribe, hit that like button, smash it. Just helps with the algorithm. We're trying to grow the channel and the community with like-minded folks that resonate together and to spend the rest of our future together on the most beautiful beaches of the world. All right, let's jump straight into this. Been doing some research on Axelar, had some requests for this and just kind of been educating myself on this environment, and man, is it absolutely huge. And we're going to dive in, get a little bit technical today, but going to try to keep it at the highest level as possible. But all right, with all that out of the way, let's get into interoperability and exactly how Axelar network is bringing blockchains together under one solution to have a cross-chain communication in the future. All right, so let's first talk about the problems of blockchain interoperability. We know one of the major hurdles is isolation of networks. For example, networks like XRP, Avalanche, Ethereum, traditionally they've operated in silos, making transferring digital assets between them very complex, difficult in almost all instances. This leads to high friction and costs, where us as users encounter expensive, complicated processes just to move assets around, significantly hampering widespread adoption. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the future has to be easy for the masses to be able to participate in this new financial system. So let's give a specific example. So let's just say, as an example, I want to move XRP and I want to send some to a friend because I owe him some money. And we know we can do peer-to-peer right now in the crypto environment. However, he doesn't own XRP. He's not an XRP enthusiast like you and I may be. And he only has AVAX. Well, I can't send XRP directly to him, which is a problem, which means I now have to try to swap it into USDC or swap it into AVAX, which is what he would have. And I got to go to an exchange to do that, or some swap service to do that, and then send him that. It's impractical and it's not the future and it's not where we're going to be. This is exactly where Axelar steps in as a solution. So just let's think of Axelar as a universal translator for blockchain networks, though. It can speak all languages. You know, if it speaks English, it can speak Japanese, Chinese, whatever, it doesn't matter, but at a technical blockchain level. And it can interact with these ecosystems using a middleware and do this effortlessly. The tech they use that is called a general messaging passing, GMP for short, and that's probably what I'll use the rest of the time. But basically, this is an absolute game changer, and it's going to enable us to have a smooth flow of information across chains without all the cumbersome token swapping that we've been having to do. And so it just acts as a traditional bridge, but a traditional bridge across all ecosystems. So let's dig a little bit into GMP a little bit, and let's pull this up on their site so you have a visual to go with. So as we see here, we're looking at Axelar. These are all the chains currently that are on chain with them. And you can see Axelar basically sits in the middle and it talks to all these other chains. So you can select on base as an example and look at all they call them flows that are going back and forth within Axelar in this GMP technology that they use. So again, the transactions start at the GMP gateway, if you would, right here in the middle. and it just acts as a secure checkpoint. Here, it's basically a decentralized network of validators that ensures each transaction is secure and accurate through a consensus mechanism. Additionally, it's leveraging threshold cryptography. Got to get that one out early in the morning, where no single validator can control the process. Multiple validators must agree, which means it decentralizes trust and enhances our security as we're moving assets from one chain to another. So basically, threshold cryptography is a cryptographic method where particular operations like key encryption or decryption of keys requires cooperation of a subset of group of participants that share secret keys. So basically, like sending, in layman's term, if we think of it, it's a privacy and security level for participants that is agnostic to them. You do not have to be technical to understand this. Just as simple as sending secure email. You secure it, the recipient has a key, you have a key. In the background, the technology at the network layer, at the protocol layer, shares that, and then you have secure email. So this is how Axelar is providing significant practical benefits for you and I in the crypto world. Again, we're going to be able to move, as an example, XRP cross-chain easily versus having to do swaps and token transfers across networks with all the hoops, the selling, the fees that are incurred, and all that mess that's going on. So absolutely a huge development for blockchain technology. These implications are absolutely vast. Developers can now build cross-chain applications that tap into the strengths of multiple blockchains and significantly enhance capabilities of decentralized apps. This scalability and flexibility of Axelar modular design means that we're going to be able to integrate new technologies without overhauling all of the independent infrastructures, meaning big picture, again, I'm always thinking macro, keeping pace with the industry and the evolution that we're going through, this journey as things are changing so quickly. So very important, again, the big picture. So let's just look at some of the partnerships and the scope of really how big this is. They have Axelar has major integration with players like Circle for USDC transfers. We know right now that stable coins are huge and are going to be the front end of this financial system. We know the US is going through that transition and pushing the regulation out. They have partnerships with Microsoft, Azure for enterprise blockchain solutions, as well as, go figure, Ondo Finance for tokenizing treasury bills. And this just shows how Axelar is being used in all environments for coin transfers, enterprise applications, bridging of traditional finance with the blockchain. So one of my favorite technologies in cryptos is XRP. And we know that Ripple has partnered with Axelar Foundation to enhance interoperability within the XRP Ledger blockchain environment and ecosystem. This collaboration focuses on advancing tokenization of real-world assets and strengthening XRPL's DeFi ecosystem, again, by providing liquidity for RLUSD as an example and other high-value assets. As we've been discussing over the course of several videos, tokenization is coming and it has to be an interoperable world for it to work efficiently. Axelar is part of that bridge and that technology that's going on there. So this integration is going to allow developers basically to leverage the current XRPL features like its native DEX capability, AMM, and its payment process system that we already know is secure and efficient. So let's evaluate some practical benefits, again, as we're talking about this. Already mentioned tokenization of real world assets. You know, it's going to streamline the process of bringing real world assets onto the XRPL, allowing these assets to be integrated into a broader range of DeFi applications. Again, multipolar, multi-chain, all of these layers are building in the new financial system that are going to give us DeFi and liquidity capabilities, which means what? Passive income. Again, interoperability, Axelar is going to help unlock liquidity for XRP native assets to include XRP, RWAs, and enhance the utility that we have to be able to reach across various blockchains that maybe have other capabilities. Institutional adoption. The collaborations like this set to facilitate broader blockchain adoption. Again, growing a complete huge ecosystem of an environment for a modernized financial system. Mind-blowing, some of this technology. But again, so the partnership between Ripple and Axelar is seen as a significant step towards more interconnected blockchain future, particularly what we care about as XRP holders, the XRPL, and allowing it to communicate again with all different blockchains. Let's go here and let's take a quick listen to exactly what they're up to, so you don't have to believe me. But again, if you're out on X, a lot of good information on this project out there and what's going on with regards to Ripple and the EVM sidechain of things. And we're going to see a picture of that here in a minute. But join us out on X. Follow me at ZipTips2024. But let's take a quick listen to hear what's going on with XRP and the big picture with Axelar.
We are working on an EVM sidechain, so that'll stand, alongside XRP Ledger. XRP will be the native asset that will be bridged over via Axelar. So thanks for building a great product for that purpose. And back to what you said before about what if you want to customize in this way, the XRPL doesn't have pre-built into it, and so that's where the EVM sidechain comes in. But the way that we're thinking about it, at least from a Ripple perspective, this will be a public chain. Anyone can build on it, whatever and however they want to. But from a Ripple perspective, we're really trying to test the waters with Axelar, general message passing, and see how we can use the EVM sidechain as sort of a back end for XRPL mainnet applications. So we have a partner that's building a lending application, for example, where their contracts are in the EVM sidechain. But from a user perspective, we don't want to stop the momentum of a decade of users and liquidity building up on XRPL. So, this application, say I want to deposit it to the protocol, will be available from an XRPL mainnet wallet. And so the user's not even aware that their funds are being, siphoned over the EVM sidechain, and that's actually where the smart contracts are. And a lot of that is thanks to, Axelar technology and GMP. So I don't know if you want to give a little bit of context on.
Again, I hope you caught that. Agnostic to the end user. These technologies and these capabilities coming in the future have to be easy for, I hate to use this word, but the normies. Not everyone is going to be technical. Not everyone is going to want to do some of the things that we are currently doing because we are so early to the environment. It's got to be easy. It's got to be a click of a button. If they want to move money, if they want to do lending, as she was referring to, it's going to have to be easy, and all this smart contract integration is going to be at the back end, just like sending email. Absolutely no different, and that is absolutely what is coming. And again, very exciting, great project here. Let's look a little bit deeper at the Axelar network. And again, Axelar is becoming a critical piece of XRPL's infrastructure. Going to serve as the primary communication layer for the entire XRPL ecosystem. So let's look at this a little deeper. And you can see here, Axelar sitting in the middle, and it has, and this is where their GMP technology would be sitting. And basically, it's going to interact with the XRPL environment. as well as the EVM sidechain for XRP, and just as acting as a bridge to connect to that protocol. And I would recommend, if you're on X, go ahead and go to Persist Technologies and read up on expanding the potential of XRPL with the XRPL EVM. And there's a ton of detail and information on here on that EVM sidechain and where we are going and why it's required. But again, I'm not going to go all into that, or this would be a 2-hour video. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, again, the digital world is changing very, very fast. And it's going to be an interoperable world. And again, as I've been saying, that's why I don't believe one winner takes all. There will be leaders within the ecosystem, but it will be a multi-chain environment. And at the end of the day, I believe the winners will be the utility ecosystems that will work together in this new financial system. Again, interoperability is key, and that's where we're going. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this content. Again, please like, share, and drop some comments in there. And until next time, Zip is out.